Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jasmine and today's video is going to be my 6-week update for pregnancy after miscarriage. So I'm 7 weeks today, but I'm going to be going over everything that I felt last week when I was 6 weeks pregnant. I can say I've noticed a lot of changes. I have a lot more symptoms this week than I did with the last update. And then I also had my first appointment. I think I'm going to talk about my appointment first, and then I'll go over my symptoms. Because of COVID, my first appointment was a virtual appointment. It was pretty basic. They asked a lot of just generic questions that they ask you. Basically questions they ask you on the form that you fill out, but I didn't get any paperwork to sign. So they just went over like family history, health history, like with myself, and then past pregnancy history, miscarriages, like how many pregnancies I had and everything. So it's pretty basic. She asked a lot of questions, but it was really disappointing. The thing that made it the most disappointing was that I went in thinking that, oh my god, as soon as I mention I had a miscarriage, my pregnancy is going to be taken a little bit more serious and a little bit more precautious, and we're going to make sure that we pass that milestone so that way I don't have another miscarriage, or I can mentally prepare myself to have another miscarriage. And when I asked her, can I have early lab work to make sure that my levels are rising at the way they should be, and she goes, no, we don't really test early lab work. As long as you're not in pain or bleeding, then you don't have to worry about that. I was so upset. Like, I couldn't even hide the fact that I was upset, because with my previous pregnancy, I miscarried and I had no pain. I felt nothing. I felt like I was still pregnant, but I felt like a really easy pregnancy. Like, I didn't have morning sickness or any of the draining symptoms that you get normally. It's a whole other thing to talk about, but I was just so disappointed because I thought, okay, as soon as I bring up the fact that I had an early miscarriage, my pregnancy is going to be taken a little bit more seriously. There's going to be a little bit more precautions to make sure that this is progressing the way it should. And I was just very disappointed. I felt unheard, you know. I felt like, oh, it's whatever, just brush it off the shoulder, like it doesn't matter. And I don't like that. I don't like my feelings or what I want to be just pushed aside. That upset me a lot. So I was very pissed, and I ended up finding another clinic that I'm able to get a pregnancy confirmation, and then I'm going to schedule an ultrasound with them. And I think even that day that I go in, they're going to check for a heartbeat. So it's going to ease my mind, and then next month I'll just see them for my first in-person visit. Now for my symptoms. I have a lot of symptoms. A lot of similar symptoms to like the beginning, like week 4 and 5. But week 6, I'm just gonna be honest, I was very miserable. I don't know what it was, but as soon as I hit 6 weeks on the dot, I woke up Monday morning and morning sickness. I had no morning sickness, no nausea, no food aversions, none of that. Week 4 and 5. Week 6 comes, very beginning, I have morning sickness like crazy. So I've been very nauseous all week, very hungry. I've been very hungry, but I have no appetite, if that makes any sense. Like, I have no cravings. I do not want anything in my fridge. I don't want anything in my pantry. Everything that I own looks disgusting. Everything that I have to cook looks disgusting. I really hope it doesn't last long, because I had food aversions the entire time with Julie's pregnancy, and it was pretty miserable. I didn't like it, and I hope I don't have to go through that again. I'm feeling better now, so hopefully week 7 is a little bit easier to work with, but week 6 I was miserable. I felt like I had to lay down all the time. If I was like trying to clean up around the house, I would just get nauseous, like motion sick. Like, I would really get motion sick, and then I would have to lay down, but I wouldn't just be able to like lay down on my back. Even though I did, it still would, like, I would still feel nauseous. I would have to lay on my side in order for it to like go away. And then I had headaches, but I want to say that those headaches came from not eating, because it makes sense. Like, I was hungry the entire time, but like nothing looked appealing to me, so I would wait really long to eat, trying to like calm down my nausea, and then I would start getting headaches because I was waiting too long to eat, and it's a whole freaking cycle. My boobs are still sore, and I can definitely see them growing now. Like week 4 and 5, I didn't notice any changes in them, but now I do notice a change in them, and they're very veiny. That was how it was with Julie. Like, probably it's not picking up now on the camera, but it's very like I'm very veiny in this area, and I do notice a big change in them. This one's gonna be a little TMI, but I guess it's a symptom. I don't really know. It's one of the symptoms on my app that I could select. So I have a decrease in sex drive. Like I'm just not in the mood. It's already uncomfortable, and I'm not even huge. And then also I have shortness of breath, which is what I was having week 4 and 5. Now I can be sitting down in my work desk on the phone doing my job, and I'll just be out of breath. Like I'll have to mute my phone so I can breathe properly. But then also it was kind of weird because I was getting shortness of breath, and I was getting tired really easily, but I also was starting to get my energy back. So Saturday and Sunday I was starting to be able to do a lot more, because like Monday through Friday I had to work, of course, and I work from home. So Monday through Friday I was working, but I was so tired. Like I was so miserable, and it wasn't even like sleep deprived. It was just like my body was so drained. Like I didn't want to go to sleep because my mind was still awake, but I didn't want to do anything. I wanted to lay down on the couch, or I wanted to lay down on the bed. Like I couldn't do anything. My house is a mess right now because I'm so unmotivated to get stuff cleaned up, and it's just because my body is so drained right now. But I am starting to get my energy back, and I was able to do a lot more Saturday and Sunday, and my nausea it's been easier to deal with. But other than that, I think I'm starting to look less bloated. I'm still bloated when I eat, of course. I don't want to jinx myself, but I'm not really constipated at the moment. I've been able to go every single day, and that's never been a normal thing for me. I don't know. It should be a normal thing, but it's never been a normal thing for me. I've been able to go to the bathroom every single day, so I kind of want to say I'm not constipated anymore, but I am still bloated after I eat. But when I wake up, my bloating is less. Like right now, I feel less bloated. I haven't had a lot of water, and I didn't eat much. I had freaking pasta for breakfast, which still left me starving. Oh, and I got Pretty Pops, or they're the pop jobs. So it kind of works. I just got it today. It kind of works, but I'm also still really hungry at the same time, so I know it's not going to do much if I'm not full. But it has helped. It's supposed to help with my nausea, and it has helped a little bit that I noticed. I take 2 today, and I'm pretty good. I'm just hungry right now. But yeah, I think that's it for my symptoms. Symptom-wise, I went through that pretty fast, but just because I don't really want a super long video. But I'm going to show my belly bump now. So that's everything for this video. I think I covered everything. If I forgot anything, I'll probably add it on to the next video. I am so excited for this pregnancy. I can't wait for my appointment on Wednesday. I can't wait for my ultrasound to hear the heartbeat. Like, I'm so excited for that. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you even made it to the end. But thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And I will see you in my next video.